In this lesson, we are going to be looking at the business classifications by the Bank of Industry and also the challenges of MSMEs in Nigeria. So how does the government see your business? This table was taken from the Bank of Industry website. From this table, you can know where to fit your business into. So there's the micro and the small and the medium. You can use the number of employees to know what type of business you run. You can use the number of your total assets to know what kind of business you run, or the annual turnover to know what kind of business you run. So from this table, you can identify where you fall into. So let's quickly go into the challenges of MSMEs in Nigeria. We all know that running a business in Nigeria is not that easy. If you've been an entrepreneur for quite a while or a business owner in Nigeria, you would know a lot of these challenges that businesses face. But we have categorized them into four major challenges. And we're going to start with government policies. Here we are focusing on the consistency of government policies. There's an inconsistency in government policies, and this causes a lot of problems for businesses. Imagine if you are into the importation of some kind of product, and while you have your goods on the high sea coming in, the government changes the policy that makes it illegal for you to sell that kind of product in the country. That is, you've already run into serious debt just by that change in government policy. And this has happened a lot of times in the country, where people have already started gotten into business deals to have certain kinds of products shipped into the country, and the policy changes, and that causes huge losses. And also enforcement. Now, how does enforcement apply to your business? If the government has come up with a new policy, and you, being a law-abiding citizen, have made the necessary changes in your business and in your office, which made you to incur certain costs, but the government doesn't enforce these new policies, and there are a lot of other businesses who are your competitors who are not as law-abiding as you are and have not made the changes. They have a competitive advantage over you and your business because you've incurred costs that should be added to the final products or service. But these other businesses that have not incurred that cost can continue to price their products or services lower than yours. That becomes a threat to you because customers will be like, why is your price higher? These other people are also in the same line of business. They get the materials from the same places. That you start to have you now have to start explaining to them that there's a new policy, and customers don't care. They don't care. I'm getting the same quality at a lower price. Why should I buy from you? So it becomes a threat when there's no enforcement of government policies. Now, we also have overzealous, what we can call overzealous government officials that make business difficult for people. They come to your premises and it seems like they are quarreling with you, like they came to make sure that your business fails, that you shut down the business. It's supposed to be like a partnership. The government and the entrepreneurs or the business owners are supposed to work like partners. When the government official comes to your office, it's supposed to take time to explain to you the importance of whatever policy. If there's a new tax, they should explain to you and give you time to understand and make payment. But sometimes you find these government officials come to your office and it's like they are coming to fight you. They are coming to find out. In fact, it seems like they are coming to meet a criminal, and that is one of the challenges that businesses face. I know this because I've been in a business where almost on a weekly basis you have different type of government officials coming to harass the members of staff, coming to harass the management, and it seems like whenever they get back to the office they tell another group to go. And we know that a lot of times these people, they're not following the rules that is supposed to guide them on their interaction with businesses and business owners. So, but this is one of the challenges that businesses face. Also, lack of continuity. You get into a business agreement because of a certain policy that the government of the day has put in place, and you have entered into different agreements. You are bringing in products, you are bringing in materials, and the new government takes over and changes the policy overnight, causing you huge losses, huge problems. And that is why, one of the reasons why you don't have a lot of people have confidence in investing in the country or investing in businesses or putting their all into a business, because you never know what would happen to the policy the next day. So it is one of the challenges that MSMEs face in the country, and we have seen this happen in exchange rates. We have seen this happen in importation duty. We have seen this happen with the number of regulatory bodies that come to your office to take from you, to cut from the little profit that you are managing to make. The normal state tax bodies would come. The federal tax bodies will come. The local government, they will come to your office and say that you need to pay for a radio permit. I don't have a radio, but they would come. Then the standard organization would come. NAFDAC would come. Environmental bodies would come. Then some other kind of bodies that you've never heard of before would also come and say that you're supposed to pay a certain levy, or supposed to pay this, or supposed to pay that. So you can choose to call this multiple taxation. Why don't they come together and come up with a standard amount, or a particular body that enumerates what you are supposed to pay, gives you a list of what you're supposed to pay before you go into business, or when you're in business, serve you this paper that these are the taxes or the levies that you are supposed to pay. If the government has one particular body where you can go to get these information, you can get these information that, okay, these and these and these are the statutory bodies that are supposed to collect this and this and this. It helps, because a lot of businesses get thrown out of business because of all these different regulatory bodies that come to collect. Okay, so how do you mitigate against these challenges? How do you try to solve these challenges? Now, a lot of these factors are beyond your control as an entrepreneur, as a business, because when it comes to government policies, you really cannot control that. But there are certain things that you can do to help protect yourself. One is to always make sure that you are on top of your game when it comes to information. Information is key. To be able to know or to have the signal that a change is coming, you need to be close to where the information, where you can get accurate and factual information. One of the things you can do is always make sure that you research. You listen to the news, you follow business news. Why you need to do this is to be aware of what is happening in your environment, be aware of what is happening in your country. There are certain times that you get a signal that a change is coming, and you begin to readjust your business. You begin to change certain things. You begin to pull out from certain contracts. You begin to diversify your funds. You begin to restructure your business because you've gotten the signal that the change is coming. But for you to know that the change is coming, you need to have that information. Then you need to join business associations, because if you are a member of certain business associations, they get information directly from the government and they know when a change is coming. And sometimes being a member of certain business associations can protect you from some bodies, some regulatory bodies that come. If I'm a member of this, I'm a member of labor union, I'm a member of, if your business, for example, is a member of labor union, you can be protected from certain kinds of challenges in the country, in business. Now also you need to spread your investment. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, so that if there's a problem in that business or in that field, you don't lose every single investment that you have. So you also need to try to diversify your investment. Then you need to keep proper records. One of the factors that will cause you huge stress is when the government, the tax agencies, come to your business premises to ask for tax clearance and your books are not in order. This would pose a huge threat to your business. So you need, as a business, to keep proper records.